Hello, welcome. If you're wondering about my outfit of today's video, I just really wanted to show off my hot summer body. Been obviously working out every day, got that six-pack going on, like, hi, getting those toned abs. I really just wanted to show off my sexy summer body. And I encourage you to do the same. It's just what you gotta do this summer. This is my summer to have a sexy body, and I'm owning it. Anyway, not important. We're here for some more important shit. Celebrity conspiracy theories. I'm just so tired of holding these in. I have this just vault of information stored in my mind. I don't know where it came from, but I just know things. Don't ask how, I just do, it just comes to me. Maybe I'm a psychic or a genie or whatever. I don't really know. I can't hold this in any longer or I'm gonna burst. I'm not talking about my baby. So yeah, let's get into it, folks. First theory is about the beautiful and talented Taylor Swift. Now I know there's like a million theories about Taylor Swift. This one is more simple. It's not some big whole thing. It's just about one specific song. This song is called Hey Stephen, actually one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. I'm gonna give you guys a little preview in case you've never heard the song before. Just so you guys get an idea. Hey Stephen, I know looks can be deceiving, but I know I saw a light in you. And as we walked, we were talking, I didn't say half the things I wanted to. Of all the girls talking and rocks on your window, I'll be the one waiting there, even when it's cold. Hey Stephen, boy, you might have me believing I don't always have to be alone. You look like an angel. Where to begin? So this might stir up your, I don't know what you people eat and drink. It's gonna stir up whatever's in your cup and you're gonna spit it out when you hear this news. Okay, so this song, Hey Stephen, very innocent Taylor Swift song. It's about Stephen Barker Lyles, the 24-year-old singer from the band Love and Faith, who one time was the apple of Taylor's eyes, blah, blah, blah. Country singer, she was on tour with him. They had a great relationship. Well, not relationship, but they were good friends, I guess. I don't know what went on in that tour bus, okay? But basically, yeah, she claims to have written the song about him. But that is a false claim, according to my theory, which is just a theory, so I'm not going to say it's a lie. According to my theory, that was a cover for who she originally actually wrote the song about, which of course she wouldn't want to blurt out because it's a little out there. It is about a Steven, but not this country guy. It's Steve Jobs. Taylor Swift wrote Hey Stephen about Steve Jobs, and it makes so much sense. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Why in the world would Taylor Swift write a song about Steve Jobs? It's obvious, because he started Apple Music and owns all of it and can bring her to the top. Taylor Swift is smart, people. Taylor Swift is a businesswoman. She wrote a lovely song about him to finesse her way through, I don't know, the iTunes charts, the Apple Music, to get on the good side of town. Of course she wants to impress Steve Jobs, but she's not gonna say that. She's not gonna be like, hey Steve Jobs, I could give you 50 reasons why I should be the one you choose to be the top celebrity in the world. She's not gonna say that, so she's gonna say it's about some like country singer, Steven, that she went on tour with. But that just doesn't make sense, and I think Taylor Swift is very smart. That song was on iTunes during that time. Steve Jobs was running iTunes at that time. Taylor Swift says in the song, I could give you 50 reasons. Steve Jobs was in his 50s when this song came out. Hello, people. Listen to the facts. Makes sense. I mean, I love Steve Jobs. I would sing a song about him. Poor old Steve Jobs, sitting at home on his couch after a long day of creating iPhones and doing stuff. Here's this song. Hey Steven, I know looks could be deceiving. Cause let's get it straight. Steve Jobs isn't your classic hunk that Taylor Swift usually links up with. She doesn't usually go for like men in their 50s who are Steve Jobs. Just not her normal type to the public eye. So of course she'd make this discreet. Steve Jobs sitting at home and he hears this song go on. Wow, this beautiful, amazing song, like with all these nice things, called Hey Steven. In the back of his mind or in the front, he likes it. If you hear a song written about you and it's very positive, you can't help to like it. And that automatically made him like Taylor Swift more and boost her up on the charts. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your furs. That brings me to my next theory about Steve Jobs. Another person with plenty of conspiracy theories about, but Steve Jobs, I love you. If you're watching this from heaven, you are truly an inspiration to me and many others. There's a lot of theories out there on Steve Jobs. Obviously, he was different from most people in the world. This is far-fetched, okay? That's why it's a theory. My theory is Steve Jobs is kind of like Eve from Adam and Eve. You know, everyone knows Adam and Eve, the forbidden fruits, blah, blah, blah. So Steve is Eve. Came back to this world many years later as a man called Stephen Jobs. Steve. Saint Eve. Saint Eve equals Steve. So it's basically like a reincarnation of Eve in a man's body who is a computer whiz person here to redeem her himself from getting kicked out and eating out of the forbidden fruit. And that is why the apple is a symbol of apple. The bite taken out of it. Clearly, because Eve took a bite from the apple and it all got chaosy from there. So she came back in a reincarnated version as Steve Jobs to redeem herself to this world. Is this getting too deep? I hope your brains don't explode. 'Cause mine might. That one's deep and shit. Like, what if? Like, what if though? It's just a lot. Okay, everyone just like take a minute to take this in because I know I'm just like dumping a ton of information on you right now. It can be a lot for our brains to handle at once. But basically, yeah, Steve Jobs is Eve, come back to Earth, and that, it's just, you know, like the apple symbol, the bite out of the apple, Eve, mother of the world. It just makes so much sense, and why Steve Jobs dedicated his whole life to bringing this technology into the world. He had a lot of money, and it's not like he spent it all. He did die pretty young, which is like another suspicion. If you really look at Steve Jobs' life, it really seemed like he was here on a mission to do something on Earth. And he had to fulfill that mission before he left to go, maybe, I don't know, back to the Garden of Eden. This is where it gets even weirder, people. I don't know if you guys have been in the Apple stores lately. Select Apple stores have been chosen to be like redecorated and revamped completely. And it went from this white, kind of solitary, bland state to Garden of Eden vibes. The Apple store has suddenly transformed into the Garden of Eden, telling us that maybe Steve Jobs, aka Eve, has been let back in to the Garden of Eden. And she has fulfilled, I don't know, fulfilled their mission here on Earth. This is like so much. I'm crazy, okay? Like, let's just get that part out of the way because it's just gonna make things so much easier once we're all on like common ground. That, yeah, okay. Saint Eve is Steve Jobs. It's dark now. It's dark outside. Okay, so where were we? Actually, to go more into detail about this and my strange belief on it. So let me know if you're interested or if you're just like, you're literally insane, what are you talking about? I totally get that because I question myself all the time. I could be insane, very well. I could be right. Like, that's the beauty of a theory. I could literally be insane. But what if I'm right? Like, Christopher Columbus was the one that thought the world was round and no one believed him. You gotta get a little crazy with these theories, people. My next theory, not specifically about any celebrity, more about people and society. It's actually about money. 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 Everyone's trying to get some money. Give me that money. Our world, a lot of people in this world, and a lot of us, we've all been slaves to money. We actually have been doing a lot of thinking about money the past few months. Trying to wonder, like, what is the purpose? The greater, like, is there a greater meaning? The theorist in me likes to dive deeper. What is money anyway? Where did it come from? Why do we use it? What? So yeah, I did a little research, Googled, how was money created? People also ask. I'm not the only one who's wondered this. Why was money invented? This is on Google. No one knows for sure who first invented such money, but historians believe metal objects were first used as money, blah, 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 blah. So nobody knows. It's a mysterious thing. So why was money invented? I figured it out. Basically, humans in society are living in a replicated version of a large functioning beehive.
This can't be true.
Long ago, before money was around, civilization was probably a mess and people like weren't motivated to do stuff. So someone's like, we gotta do something, and observed a nearby beehive and was like, wow, everyone is functioning so smoothly. Everyone has their own jobs. There's a queen bee, and people have their things and systems, and it just orchestrates as well. It's chaotic, but it's like a chaotic system. Whereas when we probably didn't have money, there wasn't so much of a system. That's when someone's decided, we need to become a beehive. We need honey. But let's put a spin on it, drop the H, replace it with an M, and call it money. Money.
What it's gonna be.
It's a man-made form of honey for our beehive that we call society. Let that sizzle in your head for a little bit. I know that's like a jaw dropper, okay? Don't feel upset that like we're bees. This is just like a giant beehive. It's okay. It's really not that bad. You can go a long way as a bee. If we are a beehive, who's a queen bee? This theory kind of came into place in my mind when I heard this one song that resonated as a queen bee, and then it just all made sense. I was like, oh my god, she trying to be the queen bee, we're in a beehive. Like, it just all made sense. I was at the gym one day, like on the elliptical, and I heard this specific song by this specific, very big music artist. It just all clicked. We are just one giant beehive. Okay, so here it is. This queen bee happens to be Cardi B. Cardi! Let me drop a few of the lyrics for you. I'm gonna play a little bit of this Cardi B money. Money. I have a bunch of facts. Money! Money! So yes, in this video, Cardi B is definitely portraying some queen bee vibes. We got the stripes, subtle hints of like, yo, society, I'm a queen bee up in here. Bring me some honey, aka money. Personally, I'd say Cardi B is doing a great job of claiming the role of queen bee. There, she's killing it right now. She's getting that honey dough. And she had a baby, laying her egg. But the one thing that really made me have this realization, like, there's a lot of little things, but it was like one line in the song. Let me find it so I can show you the exact words. Okay, so there's actually two sections of the song. The first one was, I gotta fly, bees fly. I need a jet, that's a distractor from the whole bee thing. Or maybe that's like the humanized version. I need room for my legs. Yeah, because the queen bee is the biggest of all the bees, so obviously she's getting crunched in there. She needs some space. I got a baby. She does have a baby. That's the queen bee's job, is laying eggs. I need some money. Yeah. I need cheese for my egg. Egg. She just stated egg. She's literally referring to her baby as an egg. Saying that she laid it. Who lays eggs? People don't. Bees. What type of bees? Queen bees. Cardi B, referencing herself as a queen bee once again, was born to flex. Queen bee's born to flex. Remember when I heard this line, it just all clicked to me. It just all made sense after I heard her say this one line, which is, sweet like a honey bun, come get your mommy some. So there it is. I don't really know about the rest of the lyrics, but sweet like a honey bun. She directly is stating it. Honey bun. As if everything else wasn't enough, the picture. These things are subtle, but you gotta keep your eyes open and see what the world shows you. I feel like some mystical fortune teller right now. Look into my condo. Actually, it's a really nice candle. Look into my condo and see that Cardi B is the queen bee. Thank you very much. I told my grandma I was doing a conspiracy theory video, and she's like, I need to be careful, I could get sued by people. On that note, I'd like to make a disclaimer and say that none of this is actually real, and I'm just making this all up. So yeah, if you're trying to sue, what? No. Have a nice day. Keep thinking.